World Breastfeeding Week 2023. Why in news? On the occasion of World Breastfeeding Week 2023, the United Nations Children's Fund, UNICEF, and the World Health Organization, WHO, lauded the progress made by several countries in increasing exclusive breastfeeding rates, while also highlighting the potential for further advancements if breastfeeding is protected and supported, particularly in the workplace. What is World Breastfeeding Week? World Breastfeeding Week, observed annually during the first week of August in commemoration of the 1990 Innocenti Declaration. In 1990, the Innocenti Declaration was signed by government policymakers, UN health agencies, and other organizations to protect, promote, and support breastfeeding. In 1991, the World Alliance for Breastfeeding Action, WABA, was formed as a global network, and since 1992, the world has marked Breastfeeding Week annually. Since 2016, WBW has been aligned with the Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs. Breastfeeding can help achieve many of the 17 SDGs, including goals on poverty, hunger, health, education, gender equality, and sustainable consumption. Theme 2023, Let's Make Breastfeeding at Work, work. UNICEF and WHO called on governments, donors, civil society and the private sector to step up efforts to help eliminate barriers women and families face to achieving their breastfeeding goals and reach the global 2030 target of 70%. What is the progress in exclusive breastfeeding rates? Exclusive breastfeeding involves feeding babies only breast milk and excluding all other foods, liquids, infant formula, or water, except for necessary medications or vitamin and mineral supplements. The practice of exclusive breastfeeding offers vital health benefits to infants, including protection against common infectious diseases and bolstering their immune systems, ensuring they receive essential nutrients for optimal growth and development. Over the past decade, the global rate of exclusive breastfeeding has risen by an impressive 10% points, reaching 48%. What are the Indian government initiatives relates to breastfeeding? Mother's Absolute Affection. MA is a nationwide program of the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare to promote breastfeeding. Vatsalya, Matri Amrit Kosh. Vatsalya, a national human milk bank and lactation counseling center, has been established in collaboration with the Norwegian government. Excess cane payments. Why in news? In a significant move, the Government of India has taken a step to provide relief to cooperative sugar mills by allowing them to claim excess cane price payments made to farmers as business expenditure. What is the issue of excess cane payments? Sugarcane is a major crop in India, especially in states like Maharashtra, Uttar Pradesh, Karnataka, and Tamil Nadu. The center fixes a fair and remunerative price, FRP, for sugarcane every year, which is the minimum amount that sugar mills have to pay to farmers for procuring their cane. However, some cooperative sugar mills, especially in Maharashtra, pay more than the FRP to farmers as an incentive or bonus. This is called excess cane payment. The excess cane payment has resulted in tax disputes between the cooperative sugar mills and the Income Tax Department. The mills claim the excess payment as business expenditure, while the department treats it as a distribution of profits and disallows it as a deduction. How has the Government of India resolved the issue of excess cane payments? In the 2015 to 2016 Union Budget, the Government of India introduced an amendment to the Finance Act that allowed cooperative sugar mills to claim excess cane payment as deduction for computing their business income. However, this was applicable only from the 2016 to 2017 assessment year onwards. In the 2023 to 1924 Union Budget, the Government of India extended the benefit of deduction to all financial years prior to 2015 to 2016. This was done by amending Section 155 of the Income Tax Act. The move is expected to provide relief of almost 10,000 crore rupees to cooperative sugar mills against pending tax demands and litigation in respect of payments made before the 2015 to 2016 financial year. What is the FRP? About FRP is the price set by the government that sugar mills are obligated to pay to farmers for the sugarcane procured from them. Payment and agreement. Mills are legally required to pay the FRP to farmers for their cane. Mills can choose to sign agreements with farmers, allowing them to pay the FRP in installments. Delayed payments can attract interest charges of up to 15% per annum, and the Sugar Commissioner can recover unpaid FRP by attaching properties of the mills. Garning regulations. The pricing of sugarcane is governed by the statutory provisions of the Sugarcane Control Order 1966 issued under the Essential Commodities Act, ECA, 1955. According to the regulations, the FRP must be paid within 14 days of cane delivery. Determination and announcement. The FRP is determined based on the recommendations of the Commission for Agricultural Costs and Prices, CAC. The Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs, CCEA, announces the FRP. Factors considered. The FRP takes into account various factors, including the cost of sugarcane production, returns from alternative crops, trends in agricultural commodity prices, availability of sugar to consumers, selling price of sugar, sugar recovery from cane, and income margins for cane growers. What is sugarcane? Temperature between 21 to 27 degrees Celsius with hot and humid climate. Rainfall around 75 to 100 centimeters. Soil type deep rich loamy soil. Top sugarcane producing states Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Bihar. India is the second largest producer of sugarcane after Brazil. It can be grown on all varieties of soils ranging from sandy loam to clay loam, given these soils should be well drained. It needs manual labor from sowing to harvesting. It is the main source of sugar, gur, jaggery, khansari and molasses. Scheme for extending financial assistance to sugar undertakings, SEFASU, and National Policy on Biofuels are two of the government initiatives to support sugarcane production and the sugar industry. UPSC Civil Services Examination, Previous Year Questions, PYQs. Himalayan Vulture Gyps Himalayensis. Why in news? Recently, the Assam State Zoo in Guwahati has achieved a groundbreaking feat by successfully breeding the elusive Himalayan vulture, Gyps Himalayensis, in captivity for the first time in India. Additionally, the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare's decision to prohibit the manufacture, sale, and distribution of ketoprofen and aceclofenac has sparked optimism among vulture conservationists and experts. What are the key highlights of the Himalayan vulture? Conservation status. International Union for Conservation of Nature, IUCN, Red List, near threatened. CITES, the Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Fauna and Flora Appendix 2. Distinctive characteristics. The Himalayan vulture is one of the largest old-world vulture species, boasting an impressive wingspan and formidable presence. Its plumage is dominated by shades of black and brown, which aid in its camouflage against the rugged mountain terrain. The vulture's powerful hooked beak and keen eyesight make it a proficient scavenger, playing a crucial role in the ecosystem by cleaning up carrion. Habitat and range. The Himalayan vulture is aptly named, as it primarily inhabits the towering peaks and valleys of the Himalayan mountain range. It is a common winter migrant to the Indian plains. Its range extends across several countries, including India, Nepal, Bhutan, and China, where it thrives in challenging high-altitude environments. Ecological significance. As a top predator and scavenger, the Himalayan vulture plays a vital role in maintaining the health of its habitat by efficiently disposing of animal remains. Its scavenging behavior helps prevent the spread of diseases that could arise from decaying carcasses, thus contributing to the overall balance of the ecosystem. Challenges and conservation efforts. Breeding the Himalayan vulture in captivity posed challenges due to its natural breeding habits in snow-clad mountains. Successful breeding at the zoo was made possible through long-term captivity and acclimatization to the tropical environment. Factors such as habitat loss, food scarcity, and accidental poisoning from veterinary drugs have contributed to its vulnerable status. Conservation breeding centers, such as the Vulture Conservation Breeding Center, VCBC, at Rani, Assam, are instrumental in safeguarding vulture species. What are ketoprofen and aceclofenac, and how do they impact vultures? Ketoprofen and aceclofenac are two types of non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, NSAIDs, that are used to treat pain and inflammation in animals, especially cattle. Prescribed for arthritis, injuries, and post-surgery pain. However, these drugs have been found to be harmful to vultures, as they cause kidney failure and death when the vultures feed on the carcasses of animals treated with these drugs. Vultures in India. UPSC Civil Services Examination Previous Year Question, PYQ.